Hi guys, I'm Tom. This is my workshop. We're going to start a new birdhouse today. I glued the pieces on the front. I saw a guy the other day. He had these rings on his mustache and on his beard. Actually, he had both sides of his beard with the ring on too, but I didn't make this one long enough, so we're going to do one in the middle and then have this like over top of his beard, and the rest of his beard's going to be down here. And then I'm going to have these coming off his mustache. We cutting them down the side. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's what we're going to work on tonight. We're going to work on at least one half of this side just to see where it's going to go. We're going to work on this half. That's the easier side for me, but we'll see how it's going to go. We only get a half hour, so we've done as much as we can. Let's get it out of my face and get it into his. There we go, that looks pretty good. We're going to use the extreme bar. There you can see that. Let's go. I'm going to plug in the Dremel, that will help. I have my fan plugged in. It's very humid out here tonight. Very humid. Alright, let's see where we're going to go with this thing. I think the first thing we're going to do is take it down. I'm going to flatten this out. We're going to take that down here in the front. We'll have to redraw it a couple times. Let's see where we're going to end up with here. Matter of fact, I don't want to do that yet. Draw this back on here. I think I would like to eliminate what's on the sides first. We'll cut this in and cut that and lose those two pieces there. There you go, a chicken leg from mustache. finish off, see where we're at here with this. It's going to look bushy before it looks better. See where we're at with it. Right. Move along. See how this is looking. I glue this wood on here because my boards are only a ½ inch thick. And so when I want to take this board down, I take it as deep as I want to. We'll go right through the back of it. That's why I glue pieces on the front of it. A lot of people don't like the way I do it, but I don't really care. They're not the ones building the birdhouse. I'm going to take this down a little bit up here. When I get this carved, I want to be able to go under it I mean, this is going to be down here into the wood, and the beard should be under here. But I want there to be a gap right in here, right in that spot right there. So I could wrap a rubber or a ring around that when I'm done. But we're going to give up under this here mouth right now. See how I have it cut out here? Or I don't have it cut out yet, but I'm going to. There's a little V right there. Let's do it. What it's looking for. It won't when I'm done. Okay, I don't think I want to go much further on this side. I don't want to lose too much more wood. Maybe we'll start this side here. Let's see how we can do it with this side. Get it caught up to this side here. got so far. You don't want to go and try to do too much at one time. Maybe you'll screw up your work. Okay, let's cut this side here out. This is getting caught up. See where we're at? It's got a lot to go, got a lot more to do. Just catch the bottom of that. I almost called it chicken feet. It won't look like chicken feet when we're done. It's just roughing. Let's see where we're at. Looks like we got pretty much both sides caught up. Okay, that doesn't look half bad. I'll put a bottom lip on them here a while. This is all going to be cut down a lot more. You know, I mean, when I just put this sort of little fluff in underneath the bottom lip has to be cut in first, and then that has to stick out further than the beard. So it's all going to take a little bit of time, but it'll get there. I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Alright, we got the start of the bottom lip in there. Can you see it? At the start of his beard go, or his mustache go. Beard isn't even close yet. Let me pull the chair. Just back in my face. Well, folks, that's all we have time for tonight. We got him started. I think we're going to call this guy Viking 2. Yeah, we'll call him Viking 2. I already did in Viking. We're gonna make him a Viking 2. I'll just call him the Viking. But we get the start of his mustache going. He's gonna have rings here. This is all gonna come down. Like I said, we're gonna have this one here come into a ring here. Then I'm gonna put, like, a lot of guys grow just a lot of hair out of the bottom here of their face, and then have his beard come on underneath of that. So I'm gonna make that big too, and that's gonna go right here. But thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, and I don't know. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.